Accounting. Visit ArizonaCPAs.com.
Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
If I traded it all.
Welcome to the show, everyone. As everybody knows, I made this show possible for everybody to talk about what they do on my show. And I'm excited about because today is the first Thursday of the month, and that means that I have with me Havie Bravo and Howard Farkash, and they are the principals of Bravo Insurance Agency. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We will share the show later on. You have a guest with you. Welcome back. You've been kind of talking a little bit about what you've been going to talk about today, even before you're on. Tell everybody, Havie, just a little bit about yourselves and what you do. Go ahead.
Well, Howard and I have been working together for several years, and Bravo Insurance Agency has been around since 1985, and we've always worked with families, individuals, small business community, and veterans. And most of the time, Howard and I talk about the individual market, helping families, individuals, single parents, things like that, with living benefits, life insurance, disability, Medicare supplements, things like that. But today we're going to talk about group insurance and how the small business community out there can help by offering quality benefits at a very competitive price to attract and retain employees. They're having a problem with that nowadays, to retain and attract employees, because, it's not always about the wage, is about the benefits.
Right now, especially, it's all about the environment. They want to know what's going on in in your environment, and one of them is benefits, right?
Right. So I've hooked up with Banner-Aetna, which is has a great presence here in the Maricopa County and also the state of Arizona. And Viraj Gupta here, my guest, he's our contact with the company, direct contact, so that Howie and I can help these small employers get better benefits at a great price and provide a wide variety of benefits and providers in the area. So I'm going to give Viraj.
Let me just interject one moment.
Sure.
Then, of course, let's turn to Raj. And that is, when you just consider the post-COVID, as if it were post-COVID, the environment that we have going on right now, and the issue with employment, and what's happening with employment, and stability of employment, it just seems that anything an employer can do to make himself more attractive and people to stay with him it should be done, should be undertaken, basically. So that's why we thought we'd bring the group in today, the group dynamic to bear.
So you brought Viraj in with you.
Yeah.
Viraj, you are what? Come up onto the mic.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your position and why it's so great that you have this relationship with Havie, because you are, I heard you're like the guy. So go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you all for such a warm introduction. So, I'm Viraj Gupta. I work with 2 to 100 sized employer groups, and it's really important that we go through our broker partners because they're willing to make a non-biased decision. There's a lot of competition when it comes to healthcare carriers, and so working with partners such as Havie and Howard ensures that we're doing what's important for the employer's best interests and not our best interest. So that's why I'm so grateful that Havie and Howard invited me onto the show. And what we're doing at Banner-Aetna specifically is, previously it was always the provider and hospital system and the insurance companies that were kind of butting heads. But what we decided to do 5 years ago is join forces in order to have the same goal in mind, which is to provide the highest quality care at the lowest cost possible.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because I think that, first of all, just for employers, they also are concerned what's the cost going to be. I also like that you mentioned 2 to 100, because if you said, there's a lot of people that don't realize that when you have a small business, what's nice about that is that it is small, but you can also now get, just because, a lot of people would say, oh, I can't do it, I just have 2 people, what do I need that for? They'll just get it. But you can actually help that small business be able to also offer health insurance to their employee, even if it's 1 or 2 people. They need to have 2, right?
Correct.
Right.
So 2 employees, but that's the backbone of the economy right there. And it's always I'm very passionate about small businesses, and I know Howard and Javier can attest to that. Is nothing feels better than being able to give those mom and pop shops, right, quality health care that they so greatly deserve.
Those mom and pop shops represent 80% of the businesses in the country. That's a lot.
You know, a lot of people think they can't get that insurance. You do. You work with, I like 73 now, 74 different carriers. You help people nationwide. Obviously, here you're focusing right now, but you know, I want people to understand this about them. When you think you can't get something when it comes to health insurance, they're the people to call.
You better call Bravo.
You better call Bravo because they will be able to help you at least to find out what's your story. Everybody needs to find out. That's the first. Have a free consultation. Find out what's going on and see how they can help you. And right now, we're talking about small businesses, small to 100, even 100 members, so 2 to 100 employees. And you could call them direct. Their phone number is 480-534-4022. Check them out on the website. It's bettercallbravo.com. You know, I want to talk about this because it's so important, and people are putting their heads in the sand. A lot of times they do when things are like this, the economy and everything, but that we now really need to join forces and stand together with one another to help make a better world for everybody.
Absolutely, and Howard and I also understand that, you know, protecting your health is very important, because if whatever health you have will affect your wealth later on, because if you're not healthy later, you're going to be spending your wealth.
No doubt about that.
Well, you know, this is what you believe in always, you know, and I will tell you about them. What I love about you is how you really treat your clients. They are family. They are absolute family, and you get to know them. You get to know them not only because, you know, it's in your world when you're working with somebody. It's not just one area that they may need health insurance.
That's correct.
Right?
That's why we do a complete evaluation as possible. Finances, health insurance, life insurance, investments, things like that.
Well, you know, Howard, let's talk a little bit about what your thoughts are with, you know, group insurance.
Well, I like to see a group insurance that can be broadly based in terms of what it covers. I don't like narrow-based programs because we can't tell what's going to be going on with us in the future. Things that never run in our family all of a sudden show up in our family. Where did they come from? So you can't use your history as a real strong basis for setting what kind of coverage you want. You want to cover any potential problem that's going to come up, and you want that coverage to be deep. You don't want it to be shallow. You want it to be a couple $1 million. Now, when I first started in this industry, $1 million.
When was that? Sorry, gotta ask.
Don't go there. But $1 million was like an unheard of claim now. But now there are $1 million claims. Okay, that's the advancement of medical treatment, the rise of cost, inflation, and things of that nature. So it's very important that your plan be deep. You have to look for depth in your plan. You have to look at how you're going to cover that. Whether you're going to cover it with reinsurance, you're going to cover it to a certain point to yourself, to your own limit. In other words, I'll use my treasury as the employer. I'm speaking now. I use my treasury to cover it to a point, but not past the point. So those are the kind of things that become very, very important, and we don't want to see excessive limitation. That's for sure. We don't want to talk too very, very, very much about pre-existing conditions. Okay, those are very important things that many insurance companies do roll into their plans, and you only find out when you have that uh-oh moment, basically.
That uh-oh moment, it's so perfect for getting, because we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Because if you have in that uh-oh moment, or if you think you can't be covered for whatever reason, you may be able to. I said you may be wrong. And their phone number to call, it's 480-534-4022. The website is bettercallbravo.com, and that's exactly what you need to do. Better Call Bravo, because they can help. Their number is 480-534-4022.
Knowing every client is different, Anna von Strassenberg, CPA, PLLC, prides herself by offering ethical, accurate, and professional guidance when it comes to accounting, tax, and consulting services like tax return preparation, tax projections, proactive tax planning, IRS representation, QuickBooks, Pro Advisors, and more. For more information or to schedule a free consultation, call 480-964-4030. That's 480-964-4030. Services available year-round. ArizonaCPAs.com.
At ATAX, we're more than just numbers. Whether you need help untangling your personal finances or are simply overwhelmed in managing your business's accounting needs, relax. We can help. ATAX has the professionals you need to make your life easier. Let us handle your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes and incorporation services, plus much more. You can count on accurate and reliable tax and business services from ATAX. For a free consultation, call 623-213-7733 or visit atax.com.
Could your outdoor furniture use a summer makeover? Arizona Custom Cushions offers custom-made replacement cushions for indoor and outdoor furniture. Daybeds, sofas, love seats, outdoor-indoor chairs, chaise lounges, bench cushions, window seat cushions, Adirondack chair cushions, and cushions for wicker furniture too. Located in Phoenix or shop online nationwide. Whether your cushion needs are small or large, we are dedicated to exceeding our customers' needs. Call us today at 1-877-505-0012 or visit ArizonaCustomCushions.com. Learn how to make your own soap by taking a class at Arizona Soap Supply. You'll love the aroma of all their wonderful fragrances. If you're looking for something new and different to do, or if you own your own business and sell soaps or even cosmetics, it's the best place in town to learn or buy anything you need. You'll love making your own soaps. Book a class online at ArizonaSoapSupply.com. That's ArizonaSoapSupply.com or call us at 480-401-1595. ArizonaSoapSupply.com. At Bailey Law Firm, we provide our clients with premier legal services inspired by innovation, which means best-in-class legal services for our clients and a destination workplace for our team. With decades of local experience and the expertise under our belts, we achieve excellent results for our clients. So whatever your legal need, we've got you covered. Offices to serve you in Tempe, Scottsdale, and Tucson. Call 480-681-5408. 480-681-5408. BaileyLawFirmAZ.com.
Tired of paying high hourly fees when you need a plumber? With Cobra Plumbing, you get the same great service as the other guys, but you pay by the job, not the hour. So if you have a residential plumbing issue, don't wait. Call Cobra Plumbing today. Plus, our work is guaranteed. So call us today for your free estimate. Call 602-663-8432. That's 602-663-8432. To see a list of our complete service offerings, go to cobraplumbing.net.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. We have been talking with Havie Bravo and Howard Farkash, and they have with him Viraj. And we talked a little bit about, I didn't even know this, you were telling me, Viraj, that there are 93 Banner hospitals here
In Arizona.
In Arizona.
Not specifically just Banner hospitals, but Banner-Aetna is an insurance company, has 93 hospitals that we cover in
that you
network.
cover. Oh,
Correct.
okay. I'm sorry. So explain that.
So anytime, one of our missions as a company is to have as local of a presence as possible and ensure that care is as convenient. So we have a broad network which covers all 50 states, and we offer plans that have in and out of network benefits that we refer to as PPO plans. And so any one of the 93 hospitals that you go to, let's say you're on a 2,080/50 plan, for example. If you go in for surgery, you will normally pay up to that $2,000, but if it's a $15,000 claim that we get, we'll cover 80% of that moving forward after you hit that $2,000 deductible
Right.
at any of those 93 hospitals statewide.
I think what I'm hearing is that you expand across the entire state. So if you are want to have this type of insurance for your employees, and you really should, that is the wave of the future today, right?
That's correct. And also what I like about the broad design
Exactly.
is that it includes Mayo Clinic, for example, Arizona Cancer Centers, and also places down in Tucson as well, which is very nice. University of Arizona.
Let me ask you something. A lot of people, when they hear that, they say, "Well, I have an employee that, they just got cancer." Can they still talk to you to get coverage?
Yes, they can. If the group, again, we're going to do the demographics of the group, fill in the blanks, have the underwriters look at it, and they'll rate it a little bit or deny it, but I doubt it. They'll deny it. They'll just rate it up. They'll get coverage.
Right. Having coverage is probably the most important thing, no matter what. I mean, it's got to be affordable, but most of the time it will be. You figure that out.
Absolutely.
Them.
And you know what? The most important part of having coverage is make sure it's enforced when you need it. Make sure you pay the premiums on time and all that kind of stuff, which is basic 101. But peace of mind does cost a little bit of money, but you got to pay it.
And having good employees that respect you for helping them. That's what they're looking for, is they want to see, how are you taking care of us? Right?
Right.
It's not just like it was in the old days. Come on in and sit down and go take that desk and make some phone calls, and whatever. It's different today.
Havie always tells me that.
I do.
And look how long you've been working there.
One of the things that Howard and I do also is talk to the employees, for the employers on their behalf. Say, listen, Carol, you get paid $55,000 a year, but do you realize you get about $7,000 of employee benefits from us? On top of that, you don't see in your paycheck.
Right.
And they go, wow,
don't.
I don't realize that. Right. Yes.
And, it's really nice to sit down with your employees and talk to them about those things, because sometimes we just don't know what we don't know.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So, Viraj, tell me, how many facilities do they have here in Maricopa County? For example, urgent cares and all that kind of stuff.
Really good question. So we have 250 urgent cares here in Maricopa County. And we also have 12 Banner Health Centers specifically. And then statewide, we have over 5,000 primary care physicians.
Wow.
And over 21,000 specialists that are participating in our network.
I just use their facilities, the hospitals. I've used their hospitals for the last 5 years. Higley, the Gateway facility. I've used the one on Banner-Dobson.
They're all over the place. I see them.
Yeah. But my recent situation, the last 2 weeks, I used a specialist, Kevin Bigelow, a fantastic guy. He's fixing me up where a previous physician couldn't do it, and
it's still impossible
to fix Havie.
And then the office manager there, Lorraine's been very nice to work with, and we've had our ups and downs about things. But you know what? Things happen, but I've been very happy with Kevin Bigelow and also his staff. And the hospital care was very nice.
What I also love is that you can have 2 employees or 100 employees.
Right.
Because a lot of people that have a small little 2 people, they're going to think, well, I can't get it. I only have 2 people. There's no way, right?
That's right.
Listen up now. Tell them.
Yeah, any employer that has 2 or more, up to 100, maybe even a little more over 100, we can help. Just give us a call. We can't do anything unless you call us. It's worth the call at 480-534-4022 and have Howie or myself or anybody that answers the phone, like Kim, help you out.
Well, basically, it's a free consultation to find out what you could do to get covered. You should be. Everybody really should be. We've gone through COVID, right? We're still I don't know if it's hanging in there still or not. Maybe it's monkeypox you're going to get, whatever it is, right? So there's always something, it seems like. You got to be covered, and you got to make sure that your employees are taken care of. It's so big right now. If you don't have it, they're going to find somebody that does. Right?
That's right.
And you do everywhere I turn, because I talk to a lot of businesses, and they all say the same thing. I'm having a really hard time finding employees right now.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a reason for it.
That's right. And we're trying to help them find a reason for the employees to come to them.
Better call Bravo. Their phone number is 480-534-4022. Their website is bettercallbravo.com. When you think you can't, that's when you got to make that call. Even if you think you can, you should call them. But really, they love to work with people that think they can't get that insurance.
We love challenges.
You do.
Yeah. And with today's inflation that we're experiencing, better call us. Maybe we can cut back on the rates for you.
So second opinions.
Second opinions are always nice.
So you do that.
Absolutely.
Okay. And again, they say they make things better when things turn bad. Well, this world that we're living in, I don't know about anybody else that's my age. I know for me, I know that it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I'll say it on the radio today.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
I appreciate
Viraj. But us older folks, this world that we're living in today has turned to a different way. And I'm sure, what do you think?
Oh,
right
I
now,
can't recognize it anymore.
It's just
so
different. It's everything. And everything is different. It's not like one thing or two. Everything is different. And we need to get on. And I was listening to something this morning about how the older generation, or the people who have done it one way for as long as they have, we really need, you have no choice. You have to get on the bandwagon, because if you don't, you're the one that's just going to lose out.
We need to adapt, absolutely. But there's a limit to my adaptation, because there's some things I just can't accept. I'm
like
sorry.
What?
I'm not going to go into
People not calling back? That happens all the time. No,
Yeah.
but obviously there are.
Right.
But what I mean by the way that the world is running, this is one of them. This is something that and it used to not be this way, but now if you are an employer, 2 people on up to 100, even 150, you need to make sure that they've got coverage.
And let's remember the origination of employer-based benefits. It came during World War II, when there were price and wage controls in effect. And the employers, wanting to keep good employees and attract good employees, actually went to the government and said, could we sidestep these wage and price regulations by offering health insurance? That was the carrot, basically. So it was a big benefit back then. It's a huge benefit now.
And they should continue to do these things for not just themselves, but for their employees, right? Go ahead. What do you want to say? Because you haven't talked so much this session.
Absolutely.
It's your birthday, for God's sakes.
So I just wanted to kind of add to what Howard and Havie were talking about. It's definitely a retention tool. Some things that we actually provide with the healthcare premium is telemedicine. So we provide 98.6. So talk about a changing world. A Banner-Aetna member can actually access a text-based primary care physician 24/7, 365 for $0. So if they want to get a prescription medication prescribed to their local CVS, all they have to do is send a quick text, and boom, it's prescribed right there.
See the way the world is changing? It wasn't that way too long ago, right?
That's right.
Excuse me. So the world is changing, and when people listen to this and they hear it, they're like, wow, that's great. I want that. When I was younger, we wouldn't have never known what that was, right?
Right.
But today is different. Go ahead.
A great day will be when we can send a text via dial telephone.
But too, I want to mention this, guys. What I love about the Bravo Insurance Agency is they are all about you. They want to help you to be, give you peace of mind. Help you right now. We're talking about your employees, anywhere from 2 to 100. What are your final words?
Again, we can't help you unless you call us, so give us a call.
That phone number to call them, it's 480-534-4022. Operators are always standing by. Their website is bettercallbravo.com. They make things better when things turn bad. And our world has turned a little bit, not to say bad, it's just different, right? But when you think you can't, that's when you better call Bravo. That phone number, 480-534-4022. They work nationwide, and they're here to help. It's a free consultation. That number again is 480-534-4022. It's bettercallbravo.com.